I'm going to inquire into consciousness. What is consciousness? Why is it called consciousness? What is the difference between consciousness and the I amness? Is the consciousness the same, the source, or is consciousness different from the source? What is the source at all? How do you know if consciousness is source or not? If there is any source at all? Not reading from a book or from an external source, but how can you directly know what is consciousness, what is isness? Is consciousness different from source? Who are you? So the answer lies in this question, who am I? Who am I? To answer that question, then you will know I amness. What is I amness? Who am I? You sense that the I, a sense of I, which is not the body. That's a sense of me. Then you call it I amness. How to know that sense of me? You notice when no thought is in the skull, no thought is over there. You still are. Then that areness, I mean, you see when no thought is there, I still am. This is the sense of I am. If you want the direct experience, just look into it. How to get rid of all the thoughts in order to sense the I amness? You cannot. But one way is to ask the question, who am I? And wait, who am I? Then an empty space appears where there is no thought. But you sense that you are. So this is the I amness, what is called I amness. Know how to know what is consciousness directly. Now ask yourself, Who knows that I amness? Meaning you are removing the labeling, you know more that I amness is a sense, but that is the result of labeling. You see that you say this is me, I am. You sense that. That is still a label. There is no I amness. So if you become aware of that labeling, then you see there is nothing, not a thing is over there. No I amness, no you areness, nothing. Then you see this is consciousness. I mean by consciousness, a field which is conscious, if you call it a field, the empty space which is conscious. Therefore, we call it consciousness. No you is there, no me is there. What is that? Oh God. By the way, when you are the isness, the I amness, then energy flows through your body, but that's nothing. Do not identify with that energy moving into your body and getting lost with the energy. Oh, I am this energy. No, this is nothing. This is not you. This is distracting, distract. The energy distracts you, therefore you get lost in some, I don't know, whatever. But we should return to easiness. Never mind about your what is happening in the external world. So then that's consciousness, a field that is, you cannot say that's you or that's me. There is no you, no me, nothing. You know nothing about it. You are that. The mind, the thoughts make the space foggy and therefore obscure the easiness, the I amness, the consciousness that you are. If you ask to whom this mind is coming, if you do the self-inquiry and ask truly, who am I? then the whole mind disappear. Whole mind disappear. Because you are all that is, and you are posing a your true questions over there. Nothing can withstand your true question, so the mind vanish. Who am I? How your attention is directed to see who are you. Now you see that the consciousness, there is no you, there is a consciousness. If you call it consciousness, this is a field of consciousness. That's better, yeah? And you are that field. But you need to drop that labeling. That's not it. The mind, again, translate that to consciousness. So, what is consciousness? Are you the consciousness? You see, that is all that is. You cannot see anything beyond that. Is it the source? What is the source? I don't know. Who doesn't know? I. What is the I? So this is again the mind. By saying I don't know, it is trying to make sense that not knowing is still a label. It tries to make it known, even by saying and confessing it is unknown. It blocks you see. What is the consciousness then? Is the consciousness the source? From where consciousness is coming? From where consciousness is coming? That conscious field. We cannot go beyond that. Who wants to go beyond that? In actually, when we remove the labels, what is the truth would be remained, yeah? So, if you remove the label, which is consciousness, then what is left? No consciousness, don't label it. Label it nothing. No label. I, I, I. This is nothing. I don't know if it is source. What is source? Consciousness should be originated from some source. Should it? Consciousness is nothing, is nothingness. Every thought is coming out of that. How every thought is coming out of consciousness? When you are observing, you are conscious, the very observation is formulated by thoughts into some concepts. In that nothingness, thought arises. So from where the thoughts are coming? What is the consciousness? From where the consciousness is coming? Is there anything as consciousness? Is there anything as consciousness? What am I? What is the soul? Indeed, all of these labels, consciousness, they are nothing. This is a nothingness. Who is aware of nothingness? Nothing. Nothing aware of nothing. What? What? Hi, hello. What? So, any comment? What is consciousness? From where the consciousness is coming? This is just the inquiry, I do the inquiry to reside in consciousness, to be the consciousness that we are. By doing self-inquiry, you return to it. By asking, posing real questions, you return to the consciousness and reside over there. If you do it every day, for instance, every morning, then that consciousness, that easiness flows effortlessly. It goes deeper and deeper in itself. So there is no answer. Do not expect any answer from me. I don't know. I just do these things. It is like meditation, but there is nobody to meditate. It is self-inquiry. And you ask your whatever question you have, you can ask. So I wonder if consciousness is the source or not. Is the consciousness the source? I mean, if you let go of everything, then there is nothing. Yeah? But this nothingness is conscious. Then we call it consciousness. But that's the mind labeling that as conscious. You can say nothing. Absolutely nothing. Then you see you are a void, infinite something. That is still the mind. Any comment? Okay, so this was our today's inquiry. Bye bye.